You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and the Beautiful soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got your Bold and the Beautiful 2-week spoilers for May 15th all the way through Friday, May 26th, as we get to the tail end of May sweeps. There is so much going on. We've got Hope and Thomas action. We've got movement on the Brooke, Taylor, and Ridge front. There's a whole lot to see and to unpack as we head towards the tail end of May sweeps over these 2 weeks. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful casting news, spoilers, and all the updates you need to stay completely current on your favorite CBS soap opera. Now let's dig in. Starting early next week on Monday, May 15th, we've got Hope and Thomas still stuck in San Francisco. We're also going to have more scenes with Ryan Stroud, who plays Trevor, the Forrester pilot. Remember, there was something wrong with the plane, and then Thomas is trying to help Hope get on a commercial flight because she is spiraling because she knows Liam is going to be at home doing full waffle boy freak out as he does. Meanwhile, as Hope talks to Thomas while they wait on word of when they'll get to fly out, she opens up to him some more. She already opened up to him on Friday, May 12th, about basically the stress of having to constantly reassure Liam when he's the one who's actually a cheater. She didn't say those exact words, but that was the essence of what she said. However, as we mentioned in a recent Bold video here on YouTube, check our Bold and Beautiful playlist to see it. Hope actually does have a history of crossing lines and being unfaithful. They are just trying to rewrite history, and we dig into the real history of the character in this video. Definitely worth a watch. So that's all that goes down on Monday, May 15th. Tuesday, May 16th, Liam is ready to have Hope Logan home. Of course, he had a stick up his butt about her going out of town with Thomas, even though it wasn't Thomas's idea. It wasn't even Hope's idea, and it was a business necessity. So he's happy to have her home and makes a romantic dinner. I'm wondering if we're going to have more scenes where she's so happy to see him that they get busy on the sofa again while she's still thinking about Thomas Forrester. Those are fun scenes, right? Also on Tuesday, Steffy Forrester opens up to her husband, John Finnegan. She will tell Finn what she thinks about Hope, that her theory that Hope is crushing on Thomas and her concerns that Hope is going to ruin Thomas's fresh start that he's enjoying right now. Of course, Finn will be shocked, but maybe not so surprised. We do have to wonder how he will react because any threat to Hope and Liam's marriage might turn into a threat to his marriage to Steffy because Liam loves to waffle back over there whenever things aren't right in his own marriage. Then midweek on Bold and the Beautiful, May 17th, Taylor has some advice for Deacon Sharpe. I wonder if it's about his love life, his work life, his relationship with his daughter. He is trying to clean up his act and pretend that he wasn't involved with Sheila Carter. And that should be very interesting because Taylor's love life is going to take a hit over these next 2 weeks, as we will soon see. Speaking of Sheila Carter, midweek, she has scenes with her pal Mike Guthrie, and she reveals her escape plan to him. Sure enough, she's ready to break out of that crappy cell, get out of those orange scrubs, and make her way to freedom and possibly to revenge. Then on Thursday, May 18th, we have Sheila luring Finn to the jail under the pretext that she needs a follow-up for her heart attack. And since he was her physician of record, they will notify him and he will come out of his sense of obligation as a physician and not any sense of obligation because that is his biological mother. But once he gets to the jail, she tries to take advantage and manipulate him. Let's hope he's too smart for that. Also on Thursday, we see Brooke Logan trying hard but struggling to stick to her pact with Taylor Hayes. Of course, that means she and Ridge Forrester are getting closer. And while he respects their friendship, it sure seems since he's been back that he has only shown romantic interest towards Brooke and not to Taylor. So it sure looks like the writing is on the wall. Then as the first week of these 2 weeks wraps up on Friday, May 19th, we are going to see Liam heading back over to Forrester Creations to talk to Thomas again. Are we going to have any new dialogue, or is this going to be the same dialogue that we keep hearing from Liam? Blah, blah, blah. I'm watching you. Blah, blah, blah. My wife would never cheat. Blah, blah. I'm expecting to see the same basic scene we've seen 100 times, and I wish they would put a ban on Liam and not allow him access to Forrester Creations, at least not while Thomas is there, because it's getting very, very tiresome. Also on Friday, Thomas overhears something that upsets him. I wonder if that will be something with Thomas overhearing Liam talking to Hope, and maybe Hope says something about, oh, don't worry about Thomas. Maybe she says something insulting about him to try and get her crazy husband to calm down. Then in the second week, which runs Monday, May 22nd through Friday, May 26th, we are going to see Taylor finding out what the spoilers call an inconvenient truth. Now, there's really only two things that this could tie into. It could be Steffy telling Taylor that Hope's got a thing for Thomas, and she's worried that Hope is going to throw all of Thomas's progress off kilter, because Steffy definitely thinks that if Hope crooked her finger at Thomas, he would come running, backtrack, and it would just be a mess. So the big question is that what Taylor finds out about, or is it about the fact that Ridge wants Brooke and not her? We'll have to wait and see, but either one of those could be true, because the writing looks like it's on the wall for both of those things. We're also going to see Bill Spencer offering Liam some sage advice, no doubt telling him, you can't trust Thomas, keep an eye on your wife. We'll have to see. But the other thing I want to ask while we're talking about Bill is, remember that promo from, like 2 weeks ago, where Bill was going to go to war with Carter. He was going to do battle. He was going to take Katie. And then nothing happened. Did they write that promo and shoot it and forget to write the script that followed through? Because it sure doesn't feel like there's any battle going on for Katie. As a matter of fact, we barely have seen her since then. And other than that scene with her and Carter in the sack, no more of that. So is this another bold plot that has fallen by the wayside? We'll see, but Bill's back and handing out advice. And do you really want to take advice from this guy, though? I mean, Liam should know better than to listen to his dad about anything to do with love at this point. Also, in the second week, we are going to find Hope more conflicted by the day, more confused by the day. Her feelings for Thomas continue to get stronger after they have this trip out of town. It sure seems inevitable that she is going to cross some line with Thomas. He has started to notice her noticing him, but if he's the one who makes the first move, it's going to be very problematic for everybody who's concerned about him. Liam's going to be back with more accusations. If they're going to do this thing, Hope needs to be the one to initiate it, right? That's sure what it feels like to me. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful casting news, spoilers, everything you need to know about B&B on CBS Daytime. And the big takeaways from this week is Hope is going to come back from this trip to San Francisco wound up about Thomas, more turned on about Thomas, crushing harder on Thomas while trying to pet Liam and reassure him, while also being really attracted to this other man and very tempted. There's a whole lot to unpack, and we'll have to see how far things go during May sweeps on Bold and the Beautiful.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.